Hi everyone! Today we'll learn how to talk about the past in French. We are going to see the basics of the passé composé. So the tense of the past that you use all the time in French. You're going to learn when you should use the passé composé and then how to form the passé composé with examples to practice. So let's see that together. You see, there are two main tenses for the past in French, the imparfait and the passé composé. The imparfait is for long actions that last in the past, whereas the passé composé is for short actions in the past. And that's what we are going to see today. For instance, when you say, "It was raining when I came," "it was raining" would be translated by the imparfait because it's a long action, it's a line in the past. Whereas "I came" would be translated with the passé composé because it's a short action, it's a point in the past. So that's the base, a tense for the line in the past and a tense for the point in the past. So now, how to form the passé composé? You form the passé composé with to have in present tense plus the past participle of any verb. J'ai demandé. So I really want to insist on the point in the past versus the line in the past, because you'll see that the passé composé really looks like the English present perfect. But that's a trap. They are not equivalent, or not all the time. Sometimes they are and sometimes they are not. That's why it's a trap. Because the English present perfect is also often used for actions that start in the past and still keep on going in the present. Whereas the passé composé is used for short actions in the past. So these actions are usually over in the present. So keep in mind that French and English past tenses work on different logics. They are not opposite or equal, they are just different. Here I asked the prétérit to translate j'ai demandé. Because since I regard this action as a short action in the past or a point in the past, this action is also over in the present. But now, how to form past participles in French? They are close to English past participles in their regular form, where you just add ed. So in French, for the er verbs, the majority of French verbs, those that end with er that sound e, you just replace the er by an e with an acute accent that also sounds e. So the past participle and the infinitive form sound exactly the same. Donner, j'ai donné à manger à mon chien. Porter, tu as porté sa valise jusqu'à la gare. Demander, elle a demandé à te voir. Parler, il a parlé de ses vacances. Rencontrer, on a rencontré ses amis. Penser, vous avez penser à tout. Essayer. Ils ont essayé autre chose. Commencer. Elles ont commencé hier. Chercher. Nous avons cherché partout. So it's starting to be interesting. You can suddenly say many things in French when you talk about the past. You just need to know to have in French. Avoir. But this was the basics. You see, in English, you don't always form the past participle by just adding ed at the end. There are also irregular verbs. And there are also irregular verbs in French. And with some verbs, you don't use to have but to be, être, to form the passé composé. So that's what we'll learn in another episode. And in the meantime, if you want to review to be and to have in French, you can check out my free masterclass, French Verbs on Your Mind, where I explain how to deal with most French verbs with many examples and hacks so you'll never forget them. So I see you there.